GoToMeeting chat function. For those of you just joining in, we're doing a quick audio video check, then we're going to get started with a welcome to SOS webinar. All right, we have some more people joining in. Is everyone seeing the screen and or hearing me all right? Just use the GoToMeeting chat function and you can let me know that you can see and hear everything. All right, thank you, Yatia. All right, let's begin. So today we're going to be going through what the program looks like as far as what are you going to be getting from us, and then defining the process to get that. So we split it up in a couple projects. We're going to be going through delivery timelines and schedules so that you know who you should be contacting for questions about the status of your project, if you need help using the software for whatever reason, things of that nature. So first let's go through, let's get to our slide about the program. So this slide shows us what we're going to be getting. So we're going to be able to have a tool for exchange, backup, and granular recovery through the EGR agent. You're also going to be getting the ability through the ServerSafe client to use Image Creator and Image Stream. Image Creator will create an image of a volume that you select, and then you can use Image Stream to get that image off-site. Pulse Centralized Management is also part of the program. Pulse is an agent-based program that you install at each machine that you install the backup on, and Pulse will allow you to view two layers of events. First layer of events is the Windows application events that any monitoring service could show you, and then the second layer is more specific information regarding a translation of sorts from the logs that the backup actually generates, and also some temporary data about the backups that's happening. So you get information as far as how many files weren't backed up, how many files were backed up. You can also push out backup schedules and backup sets once you've installed the software. The Online Backup Recovery Agent is a separate agent from ServerSafe, and it's a file and folder program. This is good to install at workstations and desktops. It's very simple and easy to use, and it's our award-winning flagship product. The Premier Web Integration, this is a means towards managing your backup business. So create accounts, upgrade accounts, cancel accounts, view account details, send out mass email to your customers, receive and correspondence support tickets. It also allows you to create different plans and integrate, as far as a sizable plan, to integrate billing into that, so you can have an e-commerce page tied into PayPal or Authorize.net, where your customers can actually sign up for accounts and pay you right there upon the sign up or upgrade. And then soon in the coming months, we're going to be releasing even more services that's going to be part of this program. So things like a generic branded Android application for Android backup, and also a generic branded iPhone application for backing up with iPhone information, and also BlackBerry down the line. So we have a lot that we're going to be delivering now, and then things are going to be coming out as time goes on. So let's get out and go specifically into the email that you should have gotten from our partner team. So now that you've signed up with us, you would have had an email from our staff welcoming you to the program with a link to this project survey. Now this project survey lines out pretty clearly, at least we hope so, what the delivery schedule is. We've broken it up into 3 separate projects, although the first 2 projects run in parallel, so they happen around the same time. So we also have in the top here, we have some links. Let's make this a little bigger for you all. So on the top, we have a recorded version of this webinar where we go through the specifics. So if down the line you're filling this out and you're not quite sure about one of the items that we're requesting of you, then you could always watch a recorded version of this. If you ever have a problem viewing the recorded sessions that we've given you, either by the sales rep, support, or otherwise, be sure that you go and download the GoToMeeting codec. Again, we're using GoToMeeting for all of our webinars, and if you download their codec, then that'll be fine. It installs right over Windows Media Player. We also have our webinar registration list here. So we have webinars weekly, which is probably how you all got to this one. We will continue to have those weekly. So we have various webinars. Welcome to SOS is an explanation of getting into the program and your next steps now that you've come on board as a partner. We have Success with SOS, which is a discussion of various strategies. It's usually a smaller group, and it's a nice discussion of strategies and positioning this as a part of a backup solution against other backup strategies, against other backup solutions. Pricing discussion, really whatever the group that particular day wants to get into, that's what we'll talk about, but various ways of succeeding with this program. The Tech and Admin training, it's a level 1 admin and support training. So coming out of that training, you should be able to be well-versed in the basics of your web package, the SOS software and management tools, and also some best practices and what to look out for if you are going to install the program, etc. And then the SOS Server Save webinar is more in lines with, again, the Server Save product, and it's generally a little more information about the opportunity in the market and how Server Save changes our offering. So it's good to attend all of these, and if wish everyone could take a cue from Steve here, who has been at every webinar probably 2 or 3 times each, and I hope they've been helpful for him. Thanks for being here again, Steve. Another good resource to have before you get out there is to know that our main website does have a support site. So if you come to SOS for Business or SOS Server Save, you get some information about that and about the offering here. So if you're in your web package, you're looking for some content, this is the product that you're selling. So you can take this content, certainly, and put it up to your web package, because you do, in the web package, have the ability to modify and add web pages to your web package. So many of our customers will just take kind of the verbiage and the copy here and then put it on their own site. And then if you come to support, we have a knowledge base section, which is really terrific to look through, and we link to a number of some of the getting started articles. So for example, if you have questions about Pulse, all the basic Pulse installation, troubleshooting, and setup and use articles are listed out here pretty well. And if it's not in here, then it sounds like you probably need to get to support. The SOS Partner Program also has a number of articles that are great to look at, especially this getting started with your SOS web package, which gives you the basics, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps after you've been delivered. Because there is a lot of customization that goes into what we're delivering to you, there is about, I would say, no more than an hour or so of work, minimum 45 minutes or so, where you just make sure that all the copy that's on the website currently is accurate with the messaging you want to put out to your customers, as it does come with some box content, and then things like filling out the terms of service, which we have some box content available on our site too, which I'll show you, and getting started there. If you need support and you're having issues either with setup of your admin section, or you're not sure how to get an administrative task done, or if you're having issues with the software, it's always best to come here and submit a case. So you pick Backup Partner, you go Next, and then SOS for Business. And this is just going to ask you for some more information. If this fits or doesn't fit, that's fine. You can you're going to fill out some more details here. And it's good to be as detailed as you can as far as if you have an issue with something, where specifically is that issue, love screenshots, whatever it is. And then there's also live chat. I recommend submitting a case because it gives us a referenceable number, and we can track the progress of it and make sure that if you're not getting the help you need or if it's an issue, then it's more easily escalated to our development support team. If it's something that's really serious, like if you found a bug for some, then we would have to escalate it. And it's hard to do that unless we have a case number. So it's important to get that case number and then reference that with any communication, whether it's your partner project or a general support question or an advanced support question. You can also just email partner support at sosonlinebackup.com, and that will create a case for you. And just stay in line with that communication, and they're going to help you with whatever you need, getting a status report on your project, getting information for your project updated, corrected, revised, or, again, if you have support issues. Okay, back to the survey. So how long does it take to get the project turned around? Well, we found on average this last quarter, the average age of our projects about 20 days, and that was one because of the huge influx we had with new partners and converting partners because of the popularity of the program, but also just because of communication issues. So we've tried to provide more information about what you need so that when you come out of this, there should be very clear understanding of what we're asking for you. It doesn't need to take that long. We could really have this thing turned around in within 2 weeks. So rebranded software client, what do we need from you there? Just a product name, copyright, and a logo. We're going to come out with a mock-up, usually in 24 to 48 hours of providing this survey. So once this survey is filled out, within 48 hours you should have a mock-up of what the file and folder client software is going to look like. You can ask for revisions, and each revision is again another 24 to 48 hour turnaround, so 1 to 2 business days. The partner team operating all this only works Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 p.m. Pacific. So when we say business days, we do mean Monday through Friday. So we should have a mock-up to you within 24 to 48 hours. Revisions, same thing, 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Once you've approved the design of the software, then it's a 2 to 3 business day turnaround to get the working file and folder backup software delivered. Now at the same time, the web package, once you've provided us with the information here and it's all accurate, we should be back to you, or we should be able to have the package installed and set up within 1 to 2 business days, or the hosting set up within 1 to 2 business days. The SSL installation usually takes 2 to 3 business days from that point, so usually about business day 3 or 4, all the installation and the SSL installation is done and ready. And then it'll be another 2 to 3 business days for us to skin your package. So in total, we're looking at somewhere between 5 and 7 business days. On average, we've seen that it's been more about 8 to 10. And then once the web package is skinned and delivered, then you're going to get a very simple delivery email. It's just going to be a single link where you log in, and then from there you'll be able to use the software, and there will be instructions for you. So let's go through the questionnaire, just item by item real quickly. So again, rebranded software client, 3 to 5 business days. Product name. What do you want to call the product? Something online backup, something secure. So a good modifier is secure vault, secure online backup, secure cloud. Something that makes it sound like there's security is a major part of it. One of the major trends in cloud services today is a secure cloud service. Cloud services being in its infancy, really, and just coming out of the early adoption phase, it's now starting to be apparent to people that understanding the security behind these services is very important. Our service is one of the, if not the, most secure online backup services out there. And so you want to make sure that you have security in the name of it. That's going to be very attractive, especially to your business clients. Consumers and the small office home office types may not at this point see security as a big priority, but your businesses certainly do, which is why businesses are just now moving into the online backup market. So your product name, online backup, classic, can't go wrong, data vault, secure server, cloud, etc. Your copyright notice name. What's the legal entity of the company that's providing the service? That's all we need there. And it's just going to be a little copyright notice in the backup client. Then we get into the web package. So the web package, we write the company name. So what's the company name under which you're providing the backup services? We ask this because it's not uncommon that people will create a new DBA just for the backup, but most common is that you have Acme Technologies as an MSP, and then Acme Technologies has now added Acme Online Backup under their repertoire of services, or the Acme Backup Solution, something like that. So there's the company name under which you're providing the backup services, and then the web package domain name. So we require that this domain is dedicated for this purpose. It's not currently being used for email, any other type of web hosting, or anything at all. And that's because we're going to have you change the DNS to our DNS. So the web package is something that we do want to keep control of the DNS because it's a product that we are constantly updating and improving and changing, and it's an evolving product, so we need to keep control of it. So you're going to take your domain, and once you have that, give it to us here. And as soon as you have the domain, go into the domain registrar site that you're using, so GoDaddy or whatever it is, and change the DNS to ns1.rightnowwebhosting.net and ns2.rightnowwebhosting.net. Usually takes anywhere from 2 hours to 24 hours for the domain to propagate to that DNS, at which point we can begin your project. So get the domain, change the DNS, and of course you want to submit this survey to us. The outgoing email address. So the email address that we're talking about here is for the client software. So the software has automated emails that are generated by our system. We're going to mask those emails with this email address that's being used here. So it must exist because it's going to be verified. You can use, if you have a big support ticketing system or some type of system where cases are automatically generated by customers sending an email to that email address, maybe you'd want to use that one. That way, if someone replies back to a backup report or to a account creation notification, then you would get that case right away. The emails that are generated automatically are account creation, upgrade, and then backup cancellation, and then backup reports. So, and that's in the backup reports. They only get sent to the emails that you specify within that specific installation on that specific machine. Any questions on what we've gone through so far? Okay, to finish up. The web package, we also give you the option of a couple different templates that you can choose from. So you can go just copy and paste that into your browser. And here we have template 1. And then we're going to ask you to pick 3 colors to use. So the colors just go in order that you see them, so from top to bottom. Color 1, color 2, color 3, those big bars that go across. And then we're going to stick your logo where it says My Online Backup. So your product name and your logo are going to go right there. And then we're going to change the colors out. And then the rest of the copy and the images are completely at your discretion to modify, change, replace, etc. I actually like this template. It's just often that because it's red, people are initially turned off from it. But if you were to change that color to something like a green or something a little more attractive and doesn't make you as anxious, you might like it more. Template 2 is a classic. And then if you change to template 3, see that here. We do have the option for website matching. So if you do have a web design or would like to put together a web design for us to use while we skin the web application, the Premier Web Package, we can do that. The cost is $300. just one time, and it will push out your turnaround time a little bit because it takes longer to do that. If you're interested in custom, complete from scratch, you don't have anything to give us, design, then we can refer you to our partner, right now, Web Design, and they'll be able to put together a project with you and do some branding, and it's one of their specialties, and you can check out their website at rightnowwebdesign.com. So they'll be able to put together good branding, create some logos for you, all that good stuff, and it's good to work with them. We've been working with them for over a year now, and I've been very happy with everything they've turned around with us, and they know exactly what we do and what our partners need, so it's also good to work with them because they know exactly what business you're getting into. Let me see, go back here. So here are the colors. Colors, just pick the colors for the site, and we need the hex values, and then just the contact that we should be using for this project. Any questions about the web package, what you need to submit to us? If you want to see an example, you can come to, if you just remove the template off of the URL that we have in the survey, and just go to managedonlinebackup.com. This is an example of what we have available. If you need a program deck, that's available for download here. We have other downloads that we use for helping people put things together. Also, if you wanted to look at example terms and conditions to use as a base, terms of service, we have these terms of service here, and you can use these. You just have to make sure that you go through it, and where you have these blanks, and you put in your names. But if you need a place to start from, these are nice boilerplate terms and conditions. All right. So I'll open it up to questions. That'll pretty much set us there. Yadia, is that good for you? All right. I think that'll pretty much wrap it up then. So thank you all for attending, and we look forward to having you in the program.